Hi, my name is Mayan Shah with RVMax.us, and right behind me is a 2011 Winnebago Journey 40U. This has been quite well designed, and I hope as we walk through it, you will come to an understanding of that as I have. The interior is set up more like a home. The exterior is set up in such a logical way. In fact, I would say the whole coach has been set up in a logical way. And what I mean by that is just they did as much as they could to make it practical as well as feel different than many other coaches out there that you would compare this to. The paint scheme is gorgeous. This has sort of a black and a dark gray going on in it. It's a very striking coach, and it was really ahead of its time in 2011 because this type of color scheme has become popular in the 2020 era. But this was, what is this? 12 years ago now. It's a striking coach. So the face is in excellent shape. Headlights are perfectly clear. The 3M coating, actually, 3M coating was removed, so no 3M issues up here. You've got a clean, straightforward face, clean shaved face. There's one or two like minor imperfections, but overall the face looks really nice. There are Velvac mirrors here and a big one-piece windshield. And this windshield has this really cool curve to it that fits the curvature of the body styling, which I really like. No star chips in here, no cracks. We've got marker lights up on the top front cap. And it's a nice looking face. Very nice looking face. Especially with those chrome mirrors there. Now let's walk down the side. And yes, it does have automatic side cameras that pop on. And the walls are really clean, straight. No dry rot, checking in the paint, or whatever you want to call it. People just call it paint checking. This storage compartment has a little bit of storage, but there's also breakers here. So it's kind of like a fuse panel. If something throws, instead of replacing a fuse, you just push that button in, which is pretty nice. And there's another fuse panel up above. Stainless exhaust pipe. Oh, let's open up the generator compartment real quick. So this is something, I've always loved Journeys. This is something that they improved upon compared to the older Journeys. This compartment door is a little bigger than the old ones, but we've got an 8000X Cummins quiet diesel generator. And this generator will run all 3 roof airs up top. That's right, this has 3 roof airs. There's an air chuck right here, which you can quickly use to fill up your tires or whatnot. And especially since the the PSI in the system will get above 100, so you can fill up even the tires on the coach. The paint is in really excellent condition. Most times you see flaws, it's either down on these lower panels here, or it's up above kind of 75–80% of the way up top. That's typically where trees hit it. And this coach doesn't have any of that going on. There are some minor paint imperfections here and there, and there's some minor stuff. Look, this is a 12-year-old coach, but overall, it's in really clean condition. This exterior is very nice condition. So this has a big super deep slide. This is a quad slide coach. So we've got one super deep slide right here. Water pump up top. There's also a quick valve right there to quickly allow you to winterize the coach. You switch that valve, stick this down your antifreeze, and pump antifreeze through the system. And down below is where our propane is located. And that's a sizable tank. That's about a 28-gallon tank. Now this coach has a super cool storage compartment set up. There's only a handful of buses that have done this. Winnebago is one. They may have started this, but it's got like a suicide door. So you get this extra wide storage compartment here, no beam in the middle like you would see a lot of times. And then there's a huge tray. So we're on a hill right now. It's wanting to slide out that way. You can lock it at multiple points. Honestly, not sure what this is for. This is probably to store that maybe, but this is a big front button up for the windows, big sunscreen. And we've got windshield wiper covers here. And this right here, this garbage sack right here, is nothing nefarious, I promise. It's actually just the original pillows and stuff like that that came with this Journey when it was new. And of course, you know what this is. Yeah, that's what I just mentioned.
Oh, not for the mirrors?
Oh, you know what? You're right. Kaya is exactly right. This is the windshield wiper covers. These are mirror covers. Good catch. I bet those mirrors, you know, I didn't take a close look at them, to be honest. Oh, they're in beautiful condition. Beautiful condition. Oh my gosh, yeah, the chrome is near perfect on those mirrors. Good catch, Kaya. Those are mirror covers. You've also got the big front glass cover, and you've also got the windshield wiper cover. All right, let's close this up. A bit of workout sliding that up the hill. Now down below, this is kind of a cool Winnebago thing. Let's get these out. This is where your fold-up chairs are. So nicely protected in these little matching carpet covers. So you've got fold-up chairs. You've got 1, 2 of them. I'm honestly not sure what this is. We're about to find out. Oh, it's a whole coffee table. Yeah. There's a big extra matching, here, take a glance. I don't want to take it out too far, but big extra coffee table from the factory. It's got the original factory numbers on it, the original factory carpeting case for it. Looks like it's never been used. That's super cool. Oh, and there's more covers down here. Yeah, there's a bunch of extra goodies that go with this coach, but it's nice to see original equipment like this. You know, people who are willing to maintain some small detail like that, it's always a good sign. This carpeting over here is in excellent shape too. I mean, this is just a vast amount of storage down here. Now this is another big pass-through storage compartment. Absolutely massive, goes clean through. There's lighting down here too. And then the inverter is located on the right here. And that is a Magnum 2012 2000 watt inverter. That's in a hidden little spot. This is our plumbing bay right here. So straightforward plumbing bay. We've got these Winnebago style openings here to let the pipes out. Water pipe can come out of that one right there. Outside shower, there's a black tank flush here. Freshwater inlet, which you can either use for city water pressure or switch it and let this inlet fill your tank. You can turn on the outside lights. So I love how Journeys give you these extra lights here. You got an extra light right there to kind of light up the space while you hook up all your stuff at night or just want to be out here. And there's also a level, so you can level from out here. You can either store it or level. And honestly, the most common use is probably going to be storing it. So when you're out here, you're done connecting, you're ready to go, you click that button, and it stores the jacks automatically from outside. And then we've got our standard gray dump, standard black dump, water filter for whole coach filtration. And just in general, a lot of space in here. You could fit a lot of pipes and stuff like that in there, no problem. No, you don't have to take it to another compartment like you see on some coaches. Dually, we've got 275/80 22.5 wheels that are, or tires, that are wrapped around polished aluminum wheels that look fantastic. The tires have a little bit of age on them and they may need to be replaced soon, but overall, it's nice having an 80 sized thick tire from the factory. Just gives you a little more substantial feel on the road. And those polished aluminum wheels always look really good when they're set against like a dark color scheme. Now here we've got our 50 amp transfer switch on the left. We've got a surge guard protector 50 amp that's built in on the end of the 50 amp cord. and the same drop down thing right here. Now this plug, you may be wondering what that's for. This is actually for the electric block heater. And you can turn that same outside porch light on from here too. Then there's a portable satellite dish connection as well as a cable connection, and then some more pop out fuses and stuff like that. Let's put this down. Those pop outs are nice because yeah, like I said, instead of blowing a fuse and having to replace it, it just pops out and you come out and reset it. Now on the left here, we've got our 2 chassis batteries, and then we've got a bit of storage, which is relatively clean considering this is where typically people are going to put greasy stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, extra storage, can't beat it. And then you've got your air intake right there for the engine, which is kind of cool. Furnace is located right here, dual zone furnace, and we come around to the butt of the coach. By this model year, this is when they upped the horsepower and torque just slightly on the 8.3 liter Cummins ISC. So this produces 380 horsepower. It has DEF on it, and it has the Allison 6-speed 3000 transmission that allows us to have a 10,000 pound towing capacity here. And there is multiple connections. So you've got a 4-pole connector, you've got a 7 flat pin connector, and you also have a built-in air chuck if you're going to use a Air Force One system or something like that. Back of the coach is looking really nice. You know, typically you see clear coat coming off on this piece right here. None of that's happening. Back of it looks good. We have a nice backup camera there. I love the additional brake lights they have on the sides of the rear cap. Just gives it a nice, and these are LEDs too, by the way, so they look pretty good. Reverse lights are pretty bright. Got these big reverse lights down low, so when you're backing into something, it's illuminating what's on the ground and stuff. And here's a new thing on the 11s that they didn't put on the older Journeys, is you got an extra patio light right here on the very back corner of the passenger side. It's right next to our washer dryer vent, or vent for the dryer. It's got a washer dryer stack, by the way. Now in here, there's a bit of storage. Got an extra part, screen door shade. Extra shade right there, goes with the coach. There's our DEF tank, and you can actually see one of our HWH levelers. So this has 4 HWH levelers all around the coach, and it has auto, so you can click it with one button, it'll level itself up, or you can do it manually, and you can also dump the airbags using the HWH system. So nice 4-point HWH. And notice the buttons. So we do have buttons here, so you can easily button up and cover the tires and protect them from the sun. I like that kind because it's a lot easier to mount than having the covers that go around the tire. You just snap it on right there and you got protection from the sun. Now this is dual zone, so this is our other furnace, super powerful furnace system in this coach. And then this right here is the grill for our 10-gallon hot water heater. And that 10-gallon hot water heater, of course it burns propane, but it's also got an electric element. So pretty much you can have hot water and never have to use propane. I've got storage over here on the right. Easy access to a valve right there. That valve is to bypass the hot water heater when you winterize it. It's very easy coach to winterize. And this is back to our big pass-through storage compartment. So as you can see, it passes clean through. And this side's kind of cool. You've got this under shelf here, but you can remove this piece if you'd like. Give you a little more height if you need it. Winnebago makes a great product. You know, they do a lot of designing and parts designing in-house. They do a lot of innovative stuff, and they've been doing it for probably the longest at this point, especially considering the fact that they haven't really been bought up by some big company. In fact, they buy other people up, and I think they own Newmar right now too, which is pretty impressive. Okay, so this is our massive double opening pass-through storage compartment. This tray will come out on this side as well. And now we're going uphill, so I'm having to pull it a bit. That's a big tray. It's a very wide tray. Let me let it slide back in. And locks in place. 800 pounds maximum load capacity on that. And then right above here, we've got our entertainment bay. So yeah, oh, and by the way, there's another like kind of undershelf there. They're flexing now, they're showing off. Like they have so much height that they can give you a shelf like that underneath. I mean, that would be perfect to put fold-up chairs and stuff like that, and then it doesn't take up any extra space up top. All right, close that. Let's open our little TV here. So wing nut key locks. Oh yeah, updated Samsung Smart TV, outside radio here. Here's the little piece you could jam out. I've already had these speakers jamming, so you can play music out here, have some fun, entertain, get your smart TV going, stream, all that good stuff. This is a great entertainment center. And look at these shocks. These shocks they're so strong. So this right here is our very front storage compartment. We've got our massive freshwater tank there. We've also got some exterior outlets here. And then our tank drain for the water system is right there. And there's a built-in little hole. So if you plug something in here, like for instance, if you have a golf cart charger, you can plug in the golf cart charger and run the wire out. That way you can shut the door and lock it and not be worried about it. And we do have electric awnings over here. So we've got an electric entrance awning. Oh, let me turn on. As well as an electric patio awning. And the patio awning has a wind sensor on it too. So right now, it takes a second for it to come out on this hill. There it goes. And it's a one touch. Wind sensor has high, low, and medium on it. So you can set that wind sensor and not worry about it coming in and tearing up your stuff. This is a beautiful coach from the outside. We'll tour the gorgeous, very well laid out interior. So welcome to this incredibly homey interior. We've got this massive L couch here. It's just really big. This is like an actual household couch. The depth, the height, and then the fact that it wraps around like that, super nice. Of course, that piece will slide in, but there's cup holders built in back here, as well as a button for this recliner. So this will recline back, but it will also go completely flat. So making a square, because this one will go flat or recline, and this one will do the same thing. So you'll have a big bed just out of the nice cushions from the couch. Simple, nice, something Winnebago's done on their upper level coaches for a long time. There's a ton of storage too. So all up above this slide out, we've got all this super deep interior storage space. There's some manuals right there for the microwave, and there's a bunch of nice accent and trim pillows if you want to put it out in the coach. But lots of storage there. Got some speakers located right there. Let me close all this. The cabinet work is very nice. Typical Winnebago, real wood, not in your face, just well done. This one has a little bit of flair going on, especially for a Winnebago. This is like dual tone a little bit to the woodwork, the cabinet work. Now across the street here, we've got a recliner. And this is a large, big recliner. And there's a ton of space. I mean, every time I sit down in this living space, I look around, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like nicer than most apartments. And spacious. That's the big thing. The amount of space in between us here, the amount of space in between there, and the way it's set with the L couch and then the extension on the kitchen there, it just feels so nice. This was an optional upgrade. It's got an electric fireplace, so it looks the part, and it actually puts out some heat. Over here we've got a table extension, so you can have a laptop here, hang out, work, extra little countertop space there, good amount of windows and natural light coming in the coach, especially considering this living space is close to the front of the coach, like a typical setup. So you've got that huge front window letting in a lot of light. There's a big Samsung TV here, added soundbar on the bottom. And there's so many things to talk about, but check out the storage up top. So the first compartment is where we've got our switcher here, and then you've got a speaker switch so you can turn these surround speakers on and off. There's also the control for the local TV antenna. This is like the booster right here. Now over here to the left, we've got our Winnebago original manual booklet. We've actually got some service records in here along with original operators manuals for the Winnebago as well as for the rest of the coach. We've got just all the booklets you want. Yeah, so everything you'd need as far as manuals and all that stuff, all in the coach, super dense. Now there are actually some outlets right here, extra 2 outlets, so you can plug in chargers, flashlights, whatever in the storage compartments. That opens up, revealing some more space. Love the little wall light. So there's recessed lighting all up underneath here, extra wall light. And the front of the coach doesn't have a TV because our TV is located in that position. So when you walk through here, there's just a ton of space. It just free flows in here. And up top, we've got a bunch of storage. So we've got this sort of insulation up here. Goes with the coach. Extra storage over to the left. And then we've got storage all up in here. So you get the picture, a lot of storage. Now I love the accent lights that go all around both of these slide outs. These were added aftermarket and I think they look really good. So both these front slides have a rope light that goes around them. It just frames the coach and looks really nice. Now step back into the kitchen area. So the kitchen area is massive. We've got a Samsung household refrigerator here. Big refrigerator up top. And we've got a nice freezer down below. So love having the household refrigerator, super nice. And then over here, we've got this beautiful cabinet space, pantry space. Well done woodwork. Looks fantastic. Now across the hall here, we're going to briefly mention this is our control center, so you can start the generator, you can turn the inverter on and off, control the air conditioners, the 2 front air conditioners, as well as check out what's going on in your power center. If you've got short power, 50 amp, 30 amp, you know, what your draws are, what you're drawing right now. Up above is a one-place smart system. So this kind of houses a few things in one place with a little digital LCD screen. You've got your water pump switch, hot water heater switch for both the propane and the electric element that's in it. And then you can also check your tanks and your battery voltage. So all in one spot, that's super cool. Then we've got our block heater, our electric block heater right up top. The kitchen. Okay, so this is just magnificent. It's really big. It's multi-leveled. So in the back, we've got this extra Corian countertop space up there, and there's drawers in it too. So whatever you'd like to store, ton of space. Built-in soap dispenser. I believe that's filtered water. Yes, it is. You got your water filter right there. Massive dual stainless sink. We've got outlets here, and then we've got outlets here, and then we've got outlets here. So 3 burner gas stove, big gas stove, surrounded by Corian. And these Corian inserts are dense, but they're not extremely heavy. And the way this type is not prone to rattle when going down the road. And check out the countertop space. I mean, it's so big. And then you've got this huge extension, really framing it very well. And the extension has these drawers. So check out this built-in. I mean, that's a super long drawer. I mean, this is just incredible. Built-in wood pieces here. Super deep. There's 2 of those drawers. And then over here, there's a lot more space. I think I opened this just for a second. We've got our inserts for the stainless sink, and a little storage compartment over there, which has a button so you can strap those pieces in while you're going down the road. And there's just, look at this. This is so big. That's just a massive storage compartment. And then 3 drawers underneath here. Bottom 2 are deeper. And then up top, we've got a Sharp microwave convection oven, stainless. More storage. More storage. Oh my gosh, look how deep that, I think these are connected. Yeah, it's all connected. Look how big that is. Unbelievably big. The fabric is just a little bit saggy on the very edge there, which is unfortunately a typical issue on Winnebago. I haven't seen it anywhere else, but yeah, that's not too bad at all. But that's a huge storage compartment. There's all kinds of lights underneath here. Just beautiful. I like this mirror. This is nice. You know, it's tasteful. 2011 is getting, you know, towards the years where they started eliminating mirrors. But this one's framed with this huge, beautiful piece of wood. Just solid. A little bit of mirror in it. Okay. So this is a super cool floor plan because we've got 2 doorways here. We've got a doorway entering to a mysterious room. And then we've got another doorway entering another mysterious room. Let's find out what the first one is. The first one is a shower room. I love the wood, you know, the wood paneling on all the walls there. We've got a mirror. I like the backsplash, Corian backsplash. Oh, there's a mini mirror in there. That's funny. Vanity's nice. There's an exhaust fan up top. And there's just a good amount of space in here. I love having the sink too, and it's just super cool. All this room does is gives you a shower and a sink. All right, so wide shower. Oh yeah, this is a big shower. Definitely a good size shower. Oh, and there's a built-in light. So I'm 5'11", so you can get a reference. Built-in light up above. Oxygenics hose. This looks really fresh. Big, nice drain. And yeah, this is a nice shower. It's a big size shower. Love it. Absolutely love it. Glass door. There's no leak marks or anything around the skylight, which is typical on a lot of RVs. We'll lock that into place, and that's our shower room. Who knew? Let's move over to our toilet room. This is the toilet room. We've got a porcelain toilet. We've got wood paneling again on the walls. Again, we've got Corian backsplash and a sink built in. And yeah, it's just a nice toilet room. Outlets, storage space. We've got a window here letting in a lot of natural light, giving you a relaxing environment. Mirror, and then, oh, more storage up here. I love this little toilet room. I love that they're separate. So if someone's using the bathroom and someone is showering, separate of each other, you can do it. Okay, the bedroom. This is an awesome bedroom. First of all, the carpet throughout this coach is extremely clean. This carpet back here it definitely looks like it was replaced at some point because it's pretty much brand new. It looks amazing. Even all up on this back part here, it's a brand new carpet. It looks amazing. But there's a ton of space in here too. I mean, look at the walk around space. It's quad slides. So you've got 2 slides back here. Easily can walk around the bed. There's outlets on both sides of the beds, or both sides of the bed, as well as a little bit of storage space. You've got 2 drawers on each side, as well as a little countertop space. Now there are aftermarket LED accent lights up behind this trim piece and around, kind of framing the rear part here. And there's also a little bit of fog in that window there, in both of these windows here. There's a couple foggy windows in this coach. They come free of charge. Now across from this beautiful bed, by the way, there's a bunch of storage above the headboard. There's a ton of storage over here. Super deep drawers. There's 9 of them. So that's a lot of storage space. Over here, that just removes. It gives you access to the wiring back here. You got a radio unit to play music and stuff. There's speakers located up above the headboard. And then also you can watch movies and stuff, play DVD through this, and enjoy yourself back here. I like this little trim leather piece that houses these 2 lights. It's pretty cool. Hi. So we've got a washer dryer stack with a built-in ironing table. Love it. There's even the wash cycle, so it shows you what different numbers mean and do and stuff like that. But yeah, washer dryer stack. And then we've got a huge wardrobe space. Yeah, but look at this. This is great amount of walk around space on this bed. I love the clean carpet. You know, there's nothing like having nice, fresh, clean carpet. So huge space here, and this is smart because you can hang stuff all up here, and there's added space here and there, because normally you don't use this kind of dead space. There's also a thoughtful built-in back access panel to behind the washer dryer stack. Let's shut that light off, and you can open it from both sides. Oh, extra hanging space here and extra shelves. Nice. Love it. The coach is so clean. All these roof panels are in excellent shape. We've got a fan right here, but the coach is so clean and nice. I love it. I want to go camp in this. I love the floor plan too. I mean, when you walk in it and just look at it, would you just look at it? Would you look at it? It's so nice. Let's go test drive it. So here we are on the highway being passed by an ABF freight truck. Shout out to Bill. And this thing is super nice to drive. Minimal rattles from the back of the coach. Plenty of power. The transmission shifts perfectly. And acceleration was absolutely no problem for this thing. Getting on cruise control now, increasing our speed. We're beyond 60. I'm just using cruise control to climb this hill and climb speed. It's very stable. The coach just wants to chill and be planted. It's an excellent ride too. I mean, this is of course all the features you'll get on a nice diesel air ride chassis. It's more comfortable and it's more solid and less affected by stuff. But the coach just wants to go dead straight too. I mean, it's very easy to drive because it's aligned perfectly. I'm loving how this coach drives right now. Loving it. All right, we're now on the exhaust brake. I'm taking an exit here, kind of coming around this corner a little fast. Going 50 now, still on this exit ramp. Just relying on the exhaust brake. We're down to 35 now. Coming into this tight corner right before we get to the light. Haven't touched the brakes and I'm under 15 miles an hour. Now I'm having to throttle up to the light. But yeah, it's a great driving coach. I mean, unbelievably planted. Well, not really unbelievably planted, but it's planted and smooth. Very smooth. This is a 8.3 liter Cummins. We've got big tires, or relatively big tires. Oh yeah, that's a sway point right there. It handled it beautifully. Yeah, the power is solid. Get on the exhaust brake before this corner. Coming in a little hot, just a little bit. At least beyond my comfort. Oh, and it's so nice. All right, coming around the corner. On the power. And I've got a Hyundai approaching me. I'm gonna see if I can get in front of him. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to, but this thing is accelerating well. We're 40, 45, 50, 55, Got my side camera popped up there. 60 miles an hour. 65, we're not even on the highway yet. Almost 70, okay, I'm gonna have to calm down. I'm now coming up on this Hyundai. On the exhaust brake, I'm gonna tap the brakes a little bit here. Use my blind spot detection system, aka my side cameras. Oh my gosh, coach is solid. Let's see if I can pass a truck here. So I was passed by a truck and you saw how little it affected me. Oh wait, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna be passed by a truck again. I'm just gonna get on the exhaust brake and make a big speed gap between me and this truck. We're doing 55, I don't wanna go too slow. All right, let's get in his baffles a little bit. Get on the speed, get on the power, let's go. We're back up at 65 and we're sitting in the baffles of a truck. Not affected. All right, let's take the exit. I'm gonna get on the power a little bit. It has like a slight tautness, which I always like in a steering system on a bus. And it just drives so true. Like, it's very easy to recognize when the body kind of floats and you don't need to touch the steering wheel. Very easy to recognize because you do have a good bit of feel coming through the steering wheel, partially due to that tautness. Yeah, this thing's awesome. All right, let me take this exit now. Coming into a 25 mile an hour exit. There's one little squeak up here, I hear. That might be able to be solved. I feel like that's something simple. But I'm not sure. All right, going around the 25 mile an hour corner. I'm only doing 20. This is really what I could go way faster, but you know, in an RV, you really just want a substantial chassis in order to drive stably down the road, not be as affected by the wind and trucks. It's not made for throwing around corners, although it's nice. You know, you don't want too much side-to-side sway. This thing feels great. So this is a very nice driving bus with plenty of power in the back. It's not super heavy. And yeah, the steering just feels so nice. This Maxim chassis is really nice. What Winnebago did by putting those rails lower in the chassis, they lowered the center of gravity for the bus, and that's a big contributor to how solid and planted it felt on the highway especially. Because remember, yeah, the chassis rails go down, lower center of gravity, and more storage space. How can you complain? It's an excellent design, and just like typical Winnebago products, it's not talked about that much. No one talks about how incredible the Journey chassis is, because people just look at it and think it's a Freightliner, but it's not just a Freightliner. This is a specially designed Freightliner. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in this beautiful coach, I don't blame you. Please feel free to call me, and I look forward to hearing from you all, and also seeing you in the next video if you're just watching. Thank you so much if you're just watching. Have a great day.